Easy.
Nice.
Third clap in. Hello, everybody. It's me, Markiplier. All right. Just kidding.
Bruh. All right. You want to start us off?
Yeah. Hello, everybody. This is podcast 90 of the Overkill Podcast. I'm your host, Iron Meta Frankie. Yeah, boy. We've been here for 90 episodes straight. You know me by now. And I'm here with my co-host.
Kirby DK10, baby.
Yes, ally co-host. Devious wrongdoer, if you will. Yeah, we're here. And we're here to create a lot of problems. All right, I guess let's get into the first story here. Do we want to get into Battlefield 6, I suppose, since we were talking about that before the pod?
I guess so. So, obviously Battlefield 6 has been one of the most, hyped up and anticipated games out there. The player count actually hit 740,000 players on Steam alone, so that's not considering the consoles or anything like that. That's just strictly PC. And so far it's been a really big success. I've seen a lot of people have actually been, saying it's a good game, a game that's worth buying and playing at least. I personally still have my reservations. I'm still gonna wait it out, feel it out just for right now. To be honest, the beta didn't really wow me or impress me that much, and I don't know. To me, it didn't feel like it was gonna be. To me, it feels like it's a great game by today's standards, and not a great game by 2012 standards. You know what I mean? It just feels like games nowadays have been so bad that even a mid game is considered great.
Yeah, I mean,
but
it's super formulaic.
Yeah, but apparently they have this Javelin anti-cheat, and I believe this is a kernel level anti-cheat, meaning that as soon as you open your computer, it's running in the background. As soon as you hit your power button, it's running, even before your OS and stuff boots up. It also requires secure boot to be enabled, and so far it has caught a lot of cheaters, but they have apparently people have already started cheating in the game, which is no shock. Cheaters are going to find a way around this, and so far there has been a little bit of cheaters found in the game, but I guess they've been banned pretty quickly. I mean, it's expected. I feel with every multiplayer game, even when even in Riot games, there's times where I've gone against cheaters and the whole match was disbanded because there's one guy cheating. So yeah, it happens. People are going to try to do this stuff. So
yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's not surprising. I mean, day one, we probably, to be honest, day one, we probably already had a emulator build already downloaded and ready to run. So, or, a pirate build already ready. So, it's not really surprising that, day one we'd have cheaters. It's kind of a race to the bottom as to whoever can make the first cheat is going to, make probably the most money. People want to cheat in the game. People want to make money. People want to, if you can be the first search result, you can make the most money. So it just makes sense.
Yeah, and apparently some people even have to uninstall Riot's Vanguard cheating system, cheating anti-cheat measures, in order to play this because it conflicts with the Javelin EA, anti-cheat software. So that's fun. Apparently, if you play both games, you kind of have to pick and choose now. So
damn,
that's an issue.
I was waiting for when that day would come. Whenever the anti-cheats would start fighting each other for dominance, I was wondering when that would be.
Yeah, I'm not shocked though. Like, I thought I know that, like, even though EA was bought out by Saudi Arabia, I feel like people are just gonna buy whatever comes out anyways.
Yeah, I mean, makes sense.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I guess in the meantime, I guess we go ahead and talk about more like easy paths. So there has been some ID age verification stuff, and this really isn't relevant to me because I'm kind of an old man, and a lot of my accounts are already pre-existing, and I don't exactly know how this legislation affects that. I suppose so. You can get actually banned from Discord if you make a joke about being underage. They will actually suspend your account until you provide a real photo ID. And I suppose some of those IDs have been implemented, but also this one in particular is about the UK's Online Safety Act, where if you live in the UK, you do have to provide a photo ID, and I believe that's what this is specifically talking about, is the UK's ID stuff. There has been a breach in the third-party service provider to these IDs that has compromised 70,000 people in the UK. And it says all affected users globally have been contacted and will continue to work closely with law enforcement, data protection, yada, yada, yada. So I do suppose this extends outside the UK, but a majority is the UK. Now, I guess this kind of ties into the larger story of, your data being worth something. People... you are the product for a lot of these services. I mean, Discord is free, so what does that mean? I mean, they might not sell your data directly, but definitely their third parties get your data. I think it's very clear that this is just not shocking anymore. Am I crazy on that, or am I just going full glowy here?
Oh, no. I mean, I'm not shocked that people hacked in and got all this, like, personal information from Discord. Mm-hmm. I'm actually kind of surprised that Discord even implemented something like this, but I'm assuming they only had to because of this government mandated thing. Yeah, I mean, Discord, yeah, they do have to make money in some way, and I think one way they do that I really think is annoying is like the whole quest thing where they like make you watch like 15-minute videos or whatever, or like if a new game comes out, it's like, watch streams and you'll get, whatever, banner or something like that,
I mean, yeah, that I've participated in, just get free shit, but I don't really know if it was worth it, to be honest.
Yeah, or like I think in the shop you can, like, if you watch something, you get the little Discord points or something.
Oh yeah, that's what I've been doing actually, is the Discord orbs, because then you can get anything you want.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I don't know, like, I think I've never bought Discord Nitro, but is it like worth it? Because I know you have. Is it?
So the expensive like $10 version is really only worth it if you're in like a Discord and you want to stream like movies and stuff at like 1080p 60 frames. Like if you want to stream it at like a watchable rate, then it's worth $10. If you don't want to stream stuff, then the only logical conclusion is to do what I do, which is the $3 version, which just basically lets you use emotes from any server and any other server, and also lets you use the animated emotes, which I think is a nice way to just... I only do it because I use Discord a lot. I probably use it for like an hour a day at least, and so to me, giving them $3 to use stupid ass emotes anywhere I want is like a fairly equal trade-off.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, the cats are losing their mind.
I don't know. I've never I don't know. I've never seen it used for like Discord Nitro or whatnot, but
Yeah.
yeah.
It is.
Sucks that Discord had this data breach. I mean, it happens all the time, so I'm not shocked. Yeah, I've been hacked by a data breach one time on Roll20, which is not fun. Because I was using the same password and everything. That's why you should not use the same password for everything. So
Yeah, and this is this is just a reminder too while we're here. I mean, I just want to say, like, if you ever do anything creative, if you ever do anything kind of, online or something, like, your data is not safe. People can find out who you are with just the smallest bits of information. So just always be careful. Always, like, use an alternate name if it's something you plan on making money from. And even if not, it might even be worth it to just do that. So, just stay safe. I mean, these people are crazy, man.
yeah.
So I knew it was random, but it's just thoughts I have on stuff like this. Your data is a commodity, and people will take it to make money or to exploit you. So,
Yeah.
that's how it is. That's how it is.
I guess we'll move on to the PS6. Supposedly, there's this insider who doubled down on the PS6 release window prediction
Okay.
after Sony's teaser trailer. In October 9th, Sony released or teased the PlayStation 6 release window. They also said that in this article, the PlayStation 6 could come out as late as 2028, which is quite a far way away. But an AMD insider said that it's going to be more likely 2027.
Okay.
And I feel like that's probably more accurate because, it's an AMD guy, and so he knows what's actually going to be within the PlayStation 6. And to be honest, I really don't care about what's on it because we're me and Meta are more like PC gamers, so we're not really into the console games or console thing anymore. I just kind of wanted to bring up, like, I don't think there really is a point in releasing another iteration of a console because the PS5 was basically just a slightly better PS4, and I feel like the PS6 is just going to be a slightly better PS4 again, I don't see the point in releasing another iteration.
Yeah, I mean, no one reads these articles anyways, but, we have a guy here who's a contributor, I guess, to Game Rant, and he's, 2 days ago, he says his first comment is, "I'm not in a hurry, TBH. My PS5 barely saw any use as is," which I feel is the truth. We were actually talking to a friend tonight about the Xbox and how the next iteration is going to have Steam integration, which for me and Kirby here is huge stuff. I mean, I'm way more likely to get an Xbox because I can download all of my Steam stuff and I can literally play it, like, from my couch with a controller. Like, that is a big change, is, like, just being able to have all your Steam games be useful on a console is huge. And then a PS5, the PS5, we don't even have one. There was no big releases that I felt were really worthwhile of buying one. And I have had the money multiple times since it came out. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that crazy? I don't know.
The only console that from this generation that me or Meta has is the Switch 2. And that's because if you have a PC, you can basically play every PlayStation title that comes out a year after it comes out, And most of their titles are single player games, so they don't require you to like buy now, you know what I mean, and be like multiplayer, you know what I mean. They're not gonna die off, basically. And so, yeah, you just wait a year and then you can play whatever game they come out with. There are some like actual PlayStation exclusives, like I think Astrobot, and there might be a couple other ones, but most of the PlayStation exclusives that come out just come out on PC eventually. So I don't really see a point in getting one.
It's true.
And if you have a PC, I think if you want to play like the widest variety of games, you get a PC, because then you're going to get all the Xbox games and the PlayStation games. And then you get a Nintendo console because, well, Nintendo is kind of like its own little thing, and they have their own exclusives. So, and I think it's been like that since the Wii U era. But yeah, there's my 2 cents on the whole console thing. It's really dumb to me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'll be honest with y'all.
Most people buy like consoles to play cross-platform games, anyways, or like games that are on everything. So it's
like I have a friend at work who bought like a Switch to play Fortnite, which sounds crazy, but he bought one just to play with like his PC boys. So, you know.
Yeah.
Which sounds crazy, but people do it. I mean, he's just a normal guy, you know. He works a normal job. He doesn't play games 24/7. He plays games like, you know, every other night or whatever when he gets home, and that's it. So, I mean, there's clearly a market for just people that buy consoles just to play with their friends. Because not everyone can afford a PC. And I know at the jobs that I've worked at, I kind of work at a higher position compared to everyone else because mine's more specialized and they often don't get paid as much. And so, like, in order to play games with me, they'll play it on a console. And even that was the case back a few years when I was in an apartment. So, yeah, that's how it is. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I guess I should mention now this episode is being recorded at 12 at night.
I'm not tired. I'm up, bro.
I'm pretty up right now. I'm pretty up.
Yeah, I guess we can move on to 007.
I guess we will. And we shall. So there's the new 007 game. I was really excited when I first saw it. I guess to give some of my first thoughts, we had 007. Was that GameCube?
No, it was Wii. We had
that was Wii 007.
007 GoldenEye. Reloaded, I believe.
And then we bought it was just Reloaded, and then we bought the Reloaded version on 360, which was fine, but just didn't have that same charm that we were looking for. But it was basically the same game. First person, you go around, you can go stealthy or loud. Usually it was more fun to go stealthy. And if you got really good at the game, you learned like what enemies to shoot in what order, and what timings and all that. And it was really, really fun to be able to do all the missions completely stealthy. My point being is there's a new game called 007 First Light. And it's coming from IO Interactive's first trailer. It looks third person, and it does not look like the GoldenEye Reloaded games that we played. It also looks like an old release, like it should be on the 360. But also, I mean, this article that we're reading off of is just not good. Like, they just talk about how they're whining about there's no online multiplayer, and the person in the comments is like, there's no online multiplayer. I'm just disappointed that it just looks like shit. I don't know. A third-person GoldenEye or a third-person 007 game is fine. It's just like, it seems like they're trying to market it as a successor to GoldenEye or GoldenEye Reloaded. Am I crazy on that?
Yeah. To me, it looks more like the, Quantum of Solace or whatever.
Oh
video
yeah, a lot
game
more.
that came out. It had a little bit of third person, but this one seems to be like all first person. We should also mention that I believe it's published by Amazon MGM Studios, which is Metro Goldwyn Mayer. Apparently, it was bought in 2022 by Amazon. So, yeah, another Amazon game, which makes me worried. Every time there's an Amazon game, it's about a 50-50 shot if it's going to be horrendous or good. So,
usually horrendous.
To me, watching this trailer, it gives me a lot of like Uncharted kind of vibe because it's all like, third person and very like action oriented. There doesn't seem to be any sort of stealth elements here.
And it just seems like it's all going.
Yeah, it's like character driven. It feels like, and narrative driven or whatever. So, again, we haven't seen much, but I feel like this is going to be just kind of like a mid Uncharted style game. So, not looking forward to it, but
poopy tier.
I know some people are swinging out. They think it's going to be like game of the year.
Swinging out, yeah. Whatever. It doesn't look that good. Will I play it? Maybe. I doubt it. I mean, we got Forza Horizon 5 to play. That's much more important.
Yes.
We just wanted to mention that just for y'all to check it out. I mean, I still have a soft spot for the Reloaded series, but it's never going to return to such greatness. I don't even know if they have that on Steam. Doubt it.
No, they don't. You have to like emulate the game on Wii or 360 emulators to play like Reloaded.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it was a game that never came to PC, which is sad. But
can't wait for my SSD in a couple weeks.
Based.
Yep.
So yeah, speaking of Forza, I've been
playing SSDs.
Horizon 5. Yes, a lot of Forza Horizon 5 been playing. I really enjoy the game. It's just a chill game where you just drive around in different cars and stuff and go to different races, and there are different like events and stuff that you can compete in, but I don't know, to me the races are always the main point. And Horizon 5 was set in Mexico, but they revealed Horizon 6 at the Xbox showcase, and it's set in Japan. That's
which
all we know so
it's
far.
not surprising.
Yeah, I think people have wanted this for a long time.
Well, and I'll tell you this, Japan is not exactly known for its rally or its NASCAR or F1. They don't really have any of that. What Japan is known for is its underground drifting scene, and I feel like Japan is also like just a setting that's kind of hot right now with manga and anime, of course, but also just with like car people. Japanese cars are like some of the best, most reliable right now, and a lot of people own them, and so I feel like it's just, it's been a fan ask for at least 10 years, I think, minimum.
Yeah, a lot of racers like Japanese cars because you can modify them and all that, and they're pretty easy to tinker around with. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited for the game. I don't know what else we can really say about it. I guess it's I hope one thing that I hope they do is I hope they don't get rid of a bunch of cars that they've added into Horizon 5, because I know last time Horizon 4 to 5 they cut a lot of the cars and then added them in slowly as the game went on, kind of just like drip feeding the old content back in. And so I hope they don't do that again with this one.
I do expect them to, though, but hopefully they don't.
I think they will. I think they will, but we'll see. We'll have to see, I guess.
Horizon 5 is one of those like few games where I play it, I have a great fucking time, and I just can't put the game down. I stay up till like 3 a.m. I'd wake up late and get to work like 20 minutes late because I've been playing since 2 in the morning, and And then I just, I have to delete it because it's such a big game. I mean, I own all the DLC, so it's 150 gigabytes or whatever. And I just don't have the SSD. And so, like, until I re-download it, like, I sometimes just get such an urge to play it. And then I'm like, oh, I have to re-download 150 gigs. So it's definitely one of those games that's, like, unforgettable to me. It's a fun time. I've even rebuilt my own car in the game, which I won't say what it is, but I've even rebuilt my own car. I have a version of my car, and then I have a version of it like souped up and everything. I think even Kirby's car is actually in the game. Even if it might be in its older like '90s version, but it's still in the game technically.
Yeah. Yeah. It is.
It is. There you go. Confirmed.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, there's even cars from, like, manufacturers that have gone out of business, I believe, or, like, merged with other manufacturers or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a ton of variety. There's cars that absolutely suck. Like, I got this little, like, buggy thing, and it's, like, a D rating. It has, like, 100 PI, which is basically performance indicator. And, I'm trying to remember the name of it, but it's like one of those old, the cars from like, from Cars, the little tire guys.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those cars.
Yeah, one of the little, one of the little lifty guys. The little, like, Fiat guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good game. And I don't know actually how much Kirby knows about the series of Horizon. I only know back to 4. But if you know anything about 4, I guess this is more of a statement, is 4 was actually set in Great Britain, in fictional Great Britain. And the cool thing about it is you actually had to drive on the left side of the road in Forza 4 if you wanted to be going the correct direction, which I think is pretty sick that they keep it, like, that realistic.
Yes.
And I've seen races in 4 and, like, everyone stays on the left side. And I think that's so cool that, like, they keep it that accurate. So, like, anytime it's in a, left side driving nation, you're on the left. And anytime it's on a right, you're on the right. So that's just little details like that I think are cool. The fictional map in 5, I've spent a ton of time. I know the map like the back of my hand because I'm gonna keep it a buck. I haven't progressed the campaign past like mission 5 because I just drive around the map, just breaking signs and free roaming because I'd rather free roam than actually play the game, which is, I think, says something. I think that says they've really created something fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I like also one thing too is like, I remember playing Forza Motorsport. I believe it was 5, back whenever the Xbox One just came out. And I liked the game, like I liked the driving mechanics and whatnot, but one problem I always had with it was they went like in this like realistic direction where like your tires would basically, as you were racing, depending on how hard you were like turning and steering on like one side of it, your tires would like give out and you would have to go to the pit stop and change your tires out. And basically your tires would like wear differently depending on how you're like racing or whatever. And I like how Horizon is just much more like casual, where it's like, oh, I don't have to worry about like my different tire pressures and how my tires are wearing, or if my axle is gonna break, or like all this like stuff you have to like micromanage.
Mm-hmm.
With the Motorsport series, where it's like Forza, you just drive around and you don't really care about how like you're damaging your vehicle or whatever.
No, yeah. Forza, I think Horizon is much more of a series for our speed. I mean, we're not into like the hyper realistic cars. And honestly, I think it's more enjoyable that way. I mean, I say this with love, but and I've talked about that with another friend, is like very few people really enjoy like the base Forza experience. Like, no, very few people are like, oh, I have to adjust my suspension 2% in order to not wear my tires 5% on this track. Like, no one gives a damn. Like, I mean, very few people care.
Yeah, I found the car that I'm talking about. It's the Peel Trident 1965.
There you
It's a
go.
very small micro car in the game. Its top speed is 41 miles per hour, dude. It's really
Jeez.
fast. But yeah, that's one thing too. Is like I like how they add like little silly cars that are obviously just memes. And then of course you have your like Lamborghinis and your McLarens and all that sort of stuff. So.
And I even like how you can take a truck like a Ram or a Tacoma, and you can basically slam it to the ground. You can do this with the Fords too, but you can like slam them to the ground, add in or remove a bunch of weight, add in like turbos, adjust the suspension, and you can basically make like race trucks, which I think is cool. Or even you can take a car like a you can even take like a faster car like a Lamborghini, raise it up, add bigger tires, create like like a sportsy monster truck. Not literally monster truck, but like the sportsy kind of monster truck. So I think there's a lot of like cool variety that you can get, which to me is a lot more interesting than actually concerning yourself with like physics or how cars actually work.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they add in the meme cars for fun. I think it's a great game. If y'all have never played it, I think you should.
Base.
All right. Are we good?
Yeah, I think we're good on that.
Yeah, this is going to be a short story. And Kirby probably didn't have much to say, but I don't know. I've had a lot of conversations over the past week about about Magic the Gathering, and the most recent set to Magic has been Spider-Man, and I know because I went into a local comic book store and they had the fucking Magic Spider-Man set, which is a real set that can be used in competitive at any time. And you might say, well, what's the problem? Well, it could be canon. They claim it's part of the extended universe, but then they have I don't know. It's just Magic most recently is apparently confirmed to be working with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which I'm sure you all can soy face about all you want, which I don't care at all. I guess part of my concern with this is Magic has this system called Secret Layers, which is basically special edition cards. They've done crossovers with bands. They've done crossovers with Furbies. They're even doing a crossover with Dwight Schrute from The Office, which is just reskinned cards. And the purpose of the Secret Layers is to add in extended universes into the Magic universe, and they're like special edition external sets. I think a lot of people like me have problems whenever it comes to this future upcoming Mutant Ninja Turtles set, or even the Spider-Man set, where it's not part of the Secret Layers kind of extended universe for fun, reskins of cards, and these are actually going to be individual specialized cards created with external universe stuff that just doesn't seem to fit the game all that well. I mean, I don't know how much you know about Magic, but the original story is the world's kind of going into chaos. You have these planeswalkers. They can travel through time and space, and they can go to different realms, essentially, and they try to fix them, and they try to save it from essentially these destructive gods that are trying to destroy the universe. And so whenever you start adding things in like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you have to be like, oh, even though this is like a full 200 card set, it's not really part of the game, but at the same time it is part of the game, and then it's part of the set that you have to use. But it's just for fun, but it's not really, because it's actually part of competitive, And so these lines really, really get blurred of where are we having fun with these reskins, and like making them actual reskins, and where are we milking this for everything it's worth, and it's actually something you have to play with and buy, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I feel like I've done really, really well in keeping this concise.
Yeah, so these are just like new cards, but they basically just take the abilities from older cards and kind of like
So normally they would, if it was a secret layer, they would take old cards, like let's say you had a 2/2 for 2 mana that, like, I don't know, stopped the spell. Well, they would say, alright, well, let's make that Squidward from SpongeBob SquarePants, and he's a 2/2 for 2 mana that stops a spell, right? Sure.
Yeah.
Like, and if you ran Squidward, then you couldn't run that other card more than 3 times, which is the allotted amount, right? Like, Squidward still counts as that original card. It's going to be its own set. And this is going to be its own set, most likely, from what I can tell from this leak, that will create its own cards. So the difference is, one of them is reskinning old cards, and one of them is making brand new cards. And this is looking like it's going to be brand new cards.
Okay. I see. So they're just kind of like breaking the rules that they set, kind of in a way.
Yeah, like there really is no real universe anymore. It's just kind of whatever can make them the most money by exploiting different franchises.
I'm not shocked on that.
Yep, just another day in the office. That's it.
Yeah. It's another collaboration thing. It's just one of those things where it's like, I don't know. I feel like every like universe, everything is like just all coming together and conglomerating. I feel like video games or even trading card games now, it's like
that's another reason I want to talk to it. It's just all the same.
Unique. Yeah. Like, things don't feel unique anymore if it has all the same stuff.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, gamers, I think that's it. I gotta take a pee. It's been almost 40 minutes. So, yeah. Do we got anything else?
I think that's it.
Take a sip of this Chelada.
Podcast. It's been your boy, Kirby K10. Peace.
It's been your boy Meta. Peace. Bye.